One way to make money is to not spend it. That's probably the number one tip. The number one way to make money is to not spend it. That's a penny saved is a penny earned. Waste not, want not. Um, but yeah, the of the like in my lifetime, I was never paid very well, but I'm a little bit retired. Like I can afford to do the streaming and hope it, you know, I would hope at some point it makes money, but it doesn't have to make much money. I just need to make a little money off this. But I didn't get paid very well or fairly or anything in life, but I spent very wisely. I never got caught. I never traveled. I went on one vacation, uh, like in 30 years, and always bought cheap everything, cheap, cheap, cheap. Don't spend as little as possible. And there's people that have made a lot more money than me that are still wage slaves today, but they don't know how to spend their money. They buy it and spend as fast as they can. I don't. They get so caught up in the hype of things. They go to every concert, buy every little thing they can, and yeah, that's why they got to work. So it's not because uh, you're not being paid enough. It's because you don't know how to spend your money. Because I was paid even less than you. So how did I do that? Right? Because I'm super duper cheap. That's the number one way to make money is to not spend it. Is to be as cheap as possible. And even rich people, that's a little bit what they do, even though that's very bad for the economy because the economy relies on like large capital investment from private individuals. But uh, once they get it out of the system, some people just um, they don't, you know, they I guess the number two thing, if I was to say, in addition to not spending being the number one thing, the number two thing is spend wisely, right? I guess, and that's what rich people would do is because they have enough money to actually spend stuff. When I say don't spend, that means don't force yourself to have to work. Okay, that's what I mean by don't spend. But um, the next number two way to make money would be to spend wisely. Just buy things that you need and uh, buy things that make money. Don't buy things that devalue or depreciate, right? Like one of the scams of rich people is to buy property and then petition against, you know, or at least endorse the non-development of new homes to protect their investment. Again, it's a scummy thing to do because it literally directly causes homelessness, and um, that that's obviously not a good thing for society. But and we should have laws against that. But it is a way that a lot of these uh, groups make money, right? And yeah, I guess the third way is just to get you know market something, propaganda. That's the another popular way. But you got to be rich to make money. Like to earn money, you have to have a certain amount of leverage to begin with. Like the first, if like the third most important thing, I guess, is propaganda for earning money. The idea itself of what makes money is kind of irrelevant. Um, just through experience, like the best ideas I've ever seen haven't really been the things that succeed or have more to do with how rich the person is to begin with than anything else. The quality of the idea, even the execution, isn't nearly as important as having a rich person have the idea. So anyone who thinks they have $1 million idea, it's because it'll only be worth $1 million if someone who has money endorses it. Otherwise, it's worthless. That's just how it works in Western society. Socialist economies don't work that way. Good ideas get brought to the forefront. There's a lot of data that shows the quality of life in socialist nations as being superior to Western nations today. But again, the propaganda of Western nations hides that fact. So, yeah, I'd say that, you know, but do what you can, right? I'll assume most people watching this live in a Western nation. Yeah, don't spend money, and the bit you spend very, very wisely. Uh, and those are the one and two most important ways to make money, and probably the only ways you really can make money, truthfully.